women love a man that cheats or that can't cheat. And I thought that was untrue. But when I interviewed 1,000 women, I would get a little bit more specific. If we had a show about cheating, I maybe would start it and say, have you ever been cheated on? And I couldn't believe how many women said yes. It was pretty much every single woman, maybe 70%, I would say, yes, I have been cheated on. My second question would always be, did you leave or did you stay when you found out? And I would say 80% of the time, women stayed. Second thing I figured out was if they ended up leaving the man, they left him when he stopped cheating.
Let me tell you something. Stop trying to go with me. You bitches that have a million one-night stands and meet me and decide you want to settle the fuck down. Like, what is it about me to say I'm boyfriend material? I want to fuck just like the rest of these niggas. I'm not looking for no full-time career in that pussy, bitch. I'm a temp agent. Seasonal. You bitches let these niggas get away with buying you weed and Italian beef, but meet me and now you want to go to the movies and hold hands and shit. Nah, fuck that. Get your itchy ass on. Treat me with the same respect you treat these other niggas with. Talking about I'm something special. Yeah, bitch, special ed. Now let me fuck. Now all of a sudden when it come down to giving me the ass, you want to talk about you want to make sure you making the right decision. Bitch, your life is full of bad decisions. I'm sure I wouldn't be the worst one you made. Get the fuck out of here.
If Drake or Chris Brown ask most women to do something, they're going to do it. Why? Because they see him as such high value. If you want a woman to submit to your will, it's not what you tell her to do, it's what she want to do. That means you only deal with women who see you in high value. The women who like you, the women who light up when they see you like a puppy dog. That's the only woman who's going to submit to your will without you having to exert a bunch of force on it. That's the only type of woman I deal with, and that's the only type of woman you should deal with. And when you deal with a woman like that, she's going to do any and everything for you.
I had a good nap earlier, and I'm just feeling good, you know, don't gotta work tomorrow. So I figure I'll go ahead and make one of these videos since I'm in a good mood to do it. Title is The Importance of Letting a Woman Choose You. Woman, women, however you want to say it. Oh, shit. Hold on for 1 second. Go ahead and try to do this real quick.
Something negative to say about everything that comes out of
Now, most women are going to disagree with this because it doesn't work to her benefit, really, or she simply don't understand what it's like to be a man, or she just feels like it's the man's job to pursue her. And some men are going to feel the same way. But let me ask you a question. When has it turned out good for you? Or what's the percentage of it turning out good for you when you went after a woman versus a woman coming after you? Understand what I'm saying, coming after you in this video, or going after a woman, or pursuing, or whatever, a woman pursuing you or whatever. Understand I'm not saying a one-sided thing. Understand that I'm saying somebody is pursuing you, because you're really supposed to pursue each other. Everybody say it's the man who's supposed to pursue and all this bullshit. It's really both people who are supposed to pursue each other. And that's exactly what happens when you have a woman who is choosing you. When a woman's not choosing you, she's going to make you do everything, because she's really not choosing you. She's just considering maybe giving you a chance because the guy that she wants ain't acting right or some shit like that. But again, what is the percentage of it working out when it came to women who chose you versus you choosing them? Y'all got to understand that women have the ability to deal with any man she wants. And the better she looks, not only does she have the ability to deal with any man she wants, the better she looks, the better chance she has of having been able to have a relationship with a man as well. You don't want to be a man that's in a relationship with a woman because she's quote unquote choosing you because someone's not choosing her, and you're just there. You know what I mean? You're just there. The other guy one is not there. So I'll choose you, or I'll give you a chance or whatever. But you're not who I really want, so I'm really not choosing you. And I want to say this. A lot of people are going to say, the woman is going to say that the man should go after her, and some men are going to say that too. And that's fine. Sometimes it does work when you go after the woman, but guess what happens when you go after the woman? She reciprocates back, like I said earlier, not too long ago. She'll make it easy for you. So yeah, in some instances, it can work if you go after the woman first. But once you do, she makes it easy because she's choosing you once she realizes that you was basically choosing her. She's still choosing you though. Sometimes you got to go to her to get chosen, and then other times you don't got to go to her. She'll come to you to get chosen. But the bottom line is the woman is choosing you. And the main reason why this is so important is because she has the option to deal with any guy she wants. And the better she looks, she has the option to not only deal with any guy she wants, but to get a relationship with pretty much any guy she wants down there. So even if you somehow convince this woman who really ain't choosing you to choose you, or should I say settle for you, because that's what it is. If she's not choosing you, she's actually settling. Even though you might be the best guy she could possibly ever get, it's still settling because you're not the one she really desires. So you could be a bum and she's literally really settling technically, but since she has that burning desire for you, it's not settling in her eyes because you make her feel a certain way. And I kind of got off topic of what I was saying, but back to what I was saying is, whether you would pursue her first or she comes up to you first, it doesn't matter. The main thing that matters is she's choosing you, because this is so important if you plan on having a girlfriend. And if you want to be a player, because I know some people watch my videos that are players, even then, you still want to deal with a woman that's choosing you. Or women, should I say, that's choosing you. You don't want to deal with women that's not choosing you. Because if you're a player, let's just say you're a player, you're not going to get the right kind of sex that you're looking for. You're not going to get the respect, most importantly, that you're looking for. So this is how people get shot up in hotels, robbed, Me Too movement, all this other shit. This shit don't happen when a woman respects you, that's dealing with you. So even if you are a so-called player, the same fucking rules apply. You should only deal with women who are choosing you. I see a lot of men these days dealing with women who are not choosing them. Yeah, she's there, she's talking to you, she deals with you, but she's really not choosing you. There's a difference. Let me fix this camera. There's a difference, man. Anybody know how to fix the camera on college football? Haven't played this in like months. When you're on that grind, you know what I mean? You ain't got time when you're on that grind. But man, I kind of feel like this college football better than that Madden. I hate to say it. Madden need to just let these motherfuckers make Madden. But Let me pause this for a second because it's kind of fucking me up. You know, a lot of women out here are telling y'all that if a man really wants something and this and that, and he'll move a mountain for you and this and that, and all that's fine and dandy, but what they're not telling other women is you got to pursue him too. And what y'all are not realizing as men is she got to pursue you too. It's not your job to just like her and she ain't got to do shit but just sit there and get treated like the queen of England, but you don't get treated like the king of England. Nah, that's not the way this works. In fact, you're not even going to have to ask a woman to treat you like a king. If she's choosing you, it's going to happen by default. Guess what happens when she's not choosing you? That's when you got to beg to be treated like a king. You got to beg to get head. You got to beg to get a sandwich. You got to beg for this and that. You got to beg for her to stop trying to get other guys' attention or dress certain ways to get so other guys could look. You got to beg for all these things. You got to even beg for her not to drink and drive and all this other shit. But when she see you as a king, or she's choosing you, whatever one, same difference. And remember, you can be a bum and she still can see you this way. Or you could be all on your shit, millionaire status and all that, and she won't see you as this way. I can't stress that enough because men don't get it. But if she's choosing you, like I said, man, it's easy. You know how men say, why aren't women this way? Why aren't they like they used to be, like my grandma and grandpa and all, or grandmas and aunts and all that? And it boils down to one thing for real. You could say that women are different now and all this, but honestly, they tell you with their own mouth. You know, the right guy will make me act right and be quiet. So there it is right there. But here's the crazy part. Sometimes the same woman, right? The same woman, sometimes say she got somebody, or she's talking to somebody that she got somebody, or she's talking to somebody, which means that guy's number one, right? So she's not choosing you, right? Because if she was choosing you and she had a main guy, then she's not choosing that main guy. But I'll get to that in a minute. But say she got a dude, or there's some other guy that she likes more than you, right? And she's not choosing you. You're going to see all that stuff that I was talking about, the resistance, right? But that same woman who ends up breaking up with her boyfriend, or finally has enough of the guy who's not choosing her, if you're next in line, guess what? It's just so amazing how all of a sudden she's submissive and all this and all that. You know why? Because now she's choosing you, because that other guy that she chose before you, she had enough or whatever, it didn't work out or whatever the case, right? So now you're number one. And watch how amazing it is that you're just seeing a whole different woman, but yet it's the same woman. It's all about being chosen. That's why they say in rap songs, these hoes are choosing me, these girls are choosing me. That's why. You got to get it out of your head that I got to say this way, and I got to dress that way, and I got to have money and this, and yeah, you want that for you. All these things are for you. Improve your charisma for you. Get your money for you. Groom yourself for you. All these things is for you. And ultimately, it'll help you with females, but you're not supposed to do these things for females. You're not supposed to get money for females and stuff like that. Granted, you get a woman one day or whatever the case may be, she benefits from it, but you don't do it for her. You don't work out for women. You work out for your health. And by default, you get women, or they like it, it's attractive to them, but you don't do it for them to get women. honestly, there's really only one way to get a woman or women, and that's you. There's no other way. Why? Because there's only one you. And the only way for a woman to choose, or should I say decipher, why she's going to choose you over the same guy, another guy who got money, he's tall like you or whatever that stuff y'all be saying, you know, there's other guys that got it. So what's the difference between why she chooses this one or that one? It's the person in general. It ultimately, let me say this though, it ultimately boils down to the female too, what she prioritizes versus what she don't. But ultimately, it's still you at the end of the day, because every other guys got the shit that you got, that the next guy got, should I say. Same shit this guy got that somebody else got. And guess what? Remember, the female has an option to deal with whoever she wants. She just can't get a relationship with whoever she wants. But the better looking she is, the more she can get a relationship with whoever she wants. Not quite, but it greatly improves the chances of her getting a relationship with any guy she wants. But she can sleep with any guy she wants. She ain't even got to be, she could be like what y'all call a 2. And I ain't just talking looks, I mean everything, right? And she still could pretty much get whoever she wants. She just can't lock him down. That, when it comes to a woman locking a man down, that's where they have to have, like, they have to have certain things, qualifications. You know what I mean? And looks is at the top of the list of damn near every guy's priority list when it comes to females, unfortunately. So, but I just don't want y'all men to fall in this trance again of, you know, fall in this trance of you got to go after the woman and that's how she's going to choose you. You know what I mean? I don't want you to fall in that trance. But I do want you to understand that some women do want a man to go after them. So sometimes you are going to have to go after the woman. But if you do, after you go after the woman, she's going to be coming after you too. Once she knows, all right, he has interest in me. If she's choosing you back, you're going to see reciprocation. If she's not, you're going to see the same shit. You're going to see the same resistance. So either way, females try to slice it to y'all that it's a man's job to do this and that. Even if you came after that female, you know what I mean? Once she knows, like, you let it be known, and you don't see it, then you know what time it is, man. There's no excuse after that. They can come up with anything they want, but there's no way around that. You're just dealing with a female who just wants you to do all the work or be chased and all this other shit. Basically, you're dealing with a woman that's not choosing you. Because remember what I said earlier. Everything falls in place usually when I say these things on these videos. Remember what I said earlier. If she's choosing you, once you basically choose her, she will be choosing you, vice versa. You're not gonna see the shit that you see from females that are not choosing you because they really want another guy. She can't serve 2 masters. And the reason why I say serve is because I want to put an emphasis on the shit. I'm not saying that a woman's a slave to a man, but I want to put an emphasis on that shit. A queen serves her king. A king serves his queen. Right? Plain and simple. Yeah, I'm the king, but I still serve the queen. Yeah, she's a queen, but she still serves the king. Plain and simple. No way around it. But she can't serve 2 masters. That's why she might like you, but she likes somebody else better. You're still gonna get you're still gonna get resistance. She can't give you her all because she wants this other person. And 9 times out of 10, being a female, she's probably getting penetrated by that guy. Because she's a female. What's going to stop her? So you're trying to tell me a decent looking female who got stuff going on for herself, can't fuck basically any guy she want? The only way I see that she really can't is if a guy is a faithful person and he's in a relationship with a girl. Other than that, what's stopping it? Nothing. A man's gonna hit. A man gonna clap, man. Stop playing. And this is why it's so important for you to be chosen by the woman. I don't care what the females say. They don't understand the world of a man. They are not men. They're looking at it from a female's perspective. I like a guy. I have the option to deal with any guy I want. I choose him, so I'm going to go hard for him. Yeah, because she might not get the guy, but she has the option to deal with him. She don't understand it from a male's perspective. Men don't have the option to deal with any woman he likes. He just don't. He just simply don't. Because he don't have the vagina. If he has money and resources, he's famous and shit, then yeah, he can pretty much get any woman he want. But until then, until you some status like that, you're not getting any woman you want, man. You're just not, because she can get any man she wants. So if she's not choosing you, you're not getting chosen. That's just what it is. And that's why certain men don't feel sorry for these females who end up single mothers and shit, because they feel like that the woman has the option to choose any man she wants. She chose him. She chose to have a kid by him. It's her fault. And I feel it to a certain extent, but I also feel like men should take accountability for, dealing with that woman too. So I feel it on both ends. I feel like it's just as much of a fault as a man as it is a woman. A woman didn't have a kid by herself. Regardless if she chose the guy or not, the guy still could have wore rubber if he wanted to. So, and another reason why I say that, or why I point that out, is because men need to be aware that I do have a choice with who I'm going to have a kid with. It ain't like some force field is making me accidentally have a kid by a female, or it doesn't matter because I'm a man, so I can just do what I want and fuck who I want. No. Have a kid by who I want and all this. No, that's not how men should be moving. That's why I point out the fingers. That's why I point the finger at the men too. We see if we can't be like females and just point the finger at the men and ignore all the bad women in the world and act like there's none because I'm a female. And that's why most women are where they're at in life right now, by denying the truth, being delusional and shit, and acting like there's not bad women out here who are actually making it harder for them to actually correspond or get along with men, or for men to see them in different light and see value in women. It's hard to see value in females when all of them are taking up for each other. Whenever a man is crying out about what he don't like about women and dating and shit, and then they just say, you don't like women, you're bashing, you're gay, or whatever the fuck they say, to try to hide this shit or curb the shit. You know what they do. You know what I mean? But the real women should stand up and point that shit out so they can stand out. Real women should stand up so they can stand out. Real men should stand up so they can stand out from their same gender. It ain't about men versus women. It's not what it's about. That's not natural, man. We're not supposed to be against each other. So the only other option we have, if we don't want to go against each other, is to go against the men and women that are causing men and women to go against each other. It's not about your gender. I don't understand why people don't get this shit. I don't like the shit what females do. I just want to be aware of it so they can't do it to me. But I'm not against females. There's no point. What is the point of trying to point out what women are doing and just act like men ain't guilty too? Or what's the point of all this? You just make it worse. You're just pouring more bombing fluid on the shit and making each other hate each other more. It's not about women and men going against each other. And if you don't want to go against women and men, the only other option you have is to go against the women and men who are causing women and men to go against each other. It has to be pointed out. You can't say, I'm a man, I'm going to act like men don't do no wrong to women. You can't do that. Women can't do what they do, but they continue to do it. They continue to take up for the females who are doing dirty and wrong. And they wonder why it's so hard for them to find a guy that finds value in women or trusts women and don't look at women in a certain way. Well, it's hard when you all taking up for each other. It's got to stop, man. Anyways, man, make sure she's choosing you. Plain and simple, bro. Plain and simple. If she's not choosing you, she's choosing somebody. Remember that. Do not believe this. You know, I just want to be single. I don't care about no man. I'm just sitting at home reading the Bible and blah, blah, blah. Like I said, man, if she's not choosing you, she's choosing somebody else. Remember that. Live by that. Live, breathe it, and shit it. If she's not choosing me, then she must be choosing some other guy. But you want it the other way around. She's choosing me and not dealing with other guys. And if you have to question whether she's choosing you, well, then she's not really choosing you. You might be third or fourth or some shit like that. But if you was number one, there would be no questioning, man. There would simply be no questioning. Y'all got to understand, when a woman walk outside, there's just everybody in her face, man. They think women be looking at it from the perspective of females. That's why a lot of women don't like your Facebook, or if you got a girlfriend, she be watching everybody, see who's liking your shit and all this other shit. Because they think that there's a bunch of women in your inbox, or they think that we could walk outside and there's a bunch of women trying to get with us and all this shit. And I'm not saying it don't happen. It just don't happen like it does in their world. Because a woman don't even really have to have her shit together and steady have men coming at her. So when she see you as a guy having your shit together, she be like, man, he must have all kind of women. But they don't understand that it don't work that way for us. And this is the importance of making sure these females are choosing you, man. You know, you want a headache, you want to get cheated on or played or used and all this other shit, then keep dealing with women that you went after. You know? Or should I say, just keep dealing with women who ain't choosing you. Because you can go after a woman and then she reciprocates and choose you back. But 9 times out of 10, man, if you got to go after her, she's not choosing you. 9 times out of 10. If she was choosing you, she would give you choosing signals. You would know. Simple. If she don't blatantly come at you, she gonna give you choosing signals. And if she don't really give you neither, and you go after her, then she's gonna reciprocate back. Either way, the woman's gonna reciprocate. So I'm done talking about this shit because I'm playing this game. It's kind of like make my brain think about other shit instead of the topic. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Don't listen to the females when they tell you that it's a man's job to pursue the woman and all this shit. Maybe initially. Yes, I guess you could say that if a woman's not choosing me and I like what I want this woman, then yeah, I should go up to her and let her know. But after that, I should see some reciprocation. Because if I'm just this, damn, I met this one dude at the gas station the other day. He was like the best thing I've ever, I ain't going to say the best thing I've ever seen. I think I have a lot of interest in him. All them other guys that she met before you, it's going to become nothing, because if there was a guy that she really liked, she wouldn't even been looking for nobody else, or she wouldn't have allowed the reciprocation when you came up to her at the gas station or something. The only other way is if that guy that she really wants isn't wanting her back. But if you are a guy that's going after a woman you want, you're letting it be known that you're interested. So how's that possible? That you are a guy that's not wanting her back. So that gas station shit wouldn't even happen. If you are choosing a woman and she's choosing you back, that gas station shit won't even happen. There wouldn't be no reciprocation at the gas station or the club or wherever. That only happens because you're not her choice. She's not really choosing you. She's dealing with you. There's a difference. You got to put your ego to the side and say, all right, she really don't fuck with me, or she don't really want me like that. You know what I mean? You can't be lying to yourself and I'm better than all these men and she gonna like me, or she should like me. Nah. You could be better than every man on earth. That don't mean she should like you or she's gonna like you. And even if she should like you, don't mean she will. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put that ego to the side and say, I'm only going to deal with women who are dealing with me. Ain't no way a woman knows you exist and thinks you are better than all men that she knows of, and she's not going to send no choosing signal or something. It's just not going to happen, man. And for the females that say, well, I'm not going after him, man, he got to come after me. All right, fine. She didn't send a choosing signal. But if you are the guy I just described, you know, like the best thing smoking to her or whatever, if you do go after her, total cooperation, reciprocation, should I say. I'm done, man. I'll catch you on the next one.